Hi, Ariana. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. My name is Alita, but I went ahead and looked at your initial post for the class discussion, and I think you did an awesome job. I really like that your big problem focuses on looking for mental health resources, which is something that I think, especially in our modern time, it's super important. And I haven't personally been able to see much of what's going on when it comes to something like that within like our school system, such as like K to 12 or anything. I do know that like for ASU, they provide us like links to be like, oh, if you're in need of like support to look for like time management, stress relief, or anything like that, you can always reach out. So I think it's cool that ASU does that. But like I said, I haven't really looked into how it is for like K to 12 grades. Whenever I was in school, I went to a public school that wasn't like the most like financially helped area. And when it came to like counselors and anything, it wasn't something that they were pushing onto us. Not it sounds kind of weird the way I'm saying it, but it was more of like they were there, but no one was ever like, "Oh, you should reach out to your counselor" or anything like that. Even with you reached out to that counselor, they were mainly there to help you with like, oh, if you wanted to switch around like classes, if you're starting to think about college or anything. I don't really think I've ever heard someone actually go to them when it came to mental health. I think the only time I ever heard was a friend who went there and it kind of got like put down because of their issue. So I think since you are looking within the like educational environment, so you're looking at peers, educators, maybe even the school district, I think as you tackle on the big problem, you should also point out like the flaws within it. I don't know if you're specifically looking at a certain like age group for your target audience, if you're like wanting to do students that are like in secondary education or primary education. But I think it's something that if you want to include, I feel like that'll be being able to expand more on what you're talking about because I think that the bigger problem is making sure that our staff members are actually trained to tackle on these situations rather than just kind of focusing on something else and anything else is pushed under the rug. I feel like that's something that'll be awesome if you add it on to your big problem. And as you go on to the remainder of the course, I think you'll do pretty great. I really like your big problem and what you're going to be tackling for the rest of the course.